against the Immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo
Normally.
So 5
Come on,
seconds.
Legion Commander. Legion. Oh, they go for
Ember
Ember.
Okay, you know, I think that's a much because there's a lot of stuff you have to think about when you're in pro level Dota. You can't just tunnel vision on creeps. That can just get you killed more times than not. Ooh,
To be
talk
fair,
about getting
JG
killed,
just...
bottom hated, gets trapped inside the shards, gonna take a bit of a beating here in the brambles as well. And it looks like this will be first blood. Gets picked up there from Bombi, the frost shield that came out.
To go for it, playing it safe. Meanwhile, they... Oh, top lane, Enryu. Oh,
and the
so
mid lane
close.
as well. Ken running down JG underneath the tier 1 tower. They're both really low. Oh, Ken just able to get the kill before he ends up dropping there to the tower. So gets the experience for getting the kill on towards the Ember. Ooh.
I mean, maybe he was like, oh, okay, Ember's dead. He's not going to be able to get... But, you know, the buyback comes out. You kind of have a chance to do something there. But overall, very, very bad situation for Fortune Soul just now.
Looks like up top, yeah, Tsukimo dropping as well. The infinite scaling of this Slark Silencer lane is started to ramp up. 2 permanent intelligence there for Jar Jar, 1 permanent Agi for Karma.
He's going to need them, right? Like, he is losing mid by a lot. And I'm going to go back to the draft, and it was very bold of them to pick this Ember into the Bat Rider.
Definitely was. Down bottom as well. Looks like Rapido is in real danger. Oh, nice shard use. He needs to try and avoid the hook. And fortunately enough for him, there was actually 1 melee creep inside the shards, blocking it out. Meanwhile, the top lane end up bringing down Enryu.
Karma was, he got a few hits off on him, and then we could see, which we kind of expected, but top and bottom have been going really well overall.
Yeah, it definitely has. Oh. Yeah, we're not really paying much attention to the bot lane right now, but Fortune Soul, yeah, he's got a Hooded Defiance up now. But I think he could have been having a better time if he started off his padded mangoes. Oh, in mid Ken. He's trying to get away. There is going to be the ice shield that it does actually bring up a little bit, but it doesn't matter. JG keeping chase. He gets pulled back with the telekinesis, but still able to bring down the Bat Rider. Can they also get the +2 onto the supports? Hey, it looks like he will die for sure. Tsukimo, though, manages to get himself away, and some more permanent intelligence there for Jar Jar. Rotation. So a lot of numbers here for XERXIA. Seeing if they can catch someone out. But Hated, I think he spotted the rotation from his own high ground. Just both teams trying to keep tabs on each other right now. Again, the Raptors.
9 heroes mid.
Spot out Enryu. TP also coming in from the Bat Rider, but can they burst down the Brewmaster? He still doesn't have his ult with another 30 seconds. He's probably going to die as a result of that. Jar Jar trying to get the right clicks, needs 1 more. The nice pullback from Fortune Soul, trying to get the kill onto the Silencer, but they still lose the Bat. But at the same time, Ken is able to bring down Rapido, so it's a 2-for-1 chain exchange in the favor of Neon. And it looks like Bombi will manage to get himself out.
Might be able to actually outfire him, but the laning stage, I guess, was a tiny bit better for Karma because he was able to get killed. Oh, we got a fight. Rumble the jungle.
Nice shackle, the land the area as well from the Jar Jar here. Out comes the Chain Frost, just bounces around to the neutrals. Hate will still die. Unfortunately, Soul not able to get close up with the ultimate. Does he land the hook here onto Jar Jar? That is a definite for sure. Well, actually, maybe Ken might get brought down here. The Global Silence is going to give JG the opportunity to do so, but doesn't quite want to fully commit. Instead, Fortune Soul is now stuck here in this position, but regardless, just no mana to work with here for the 2 members of XERXIA.
Intelligence coming out for Jaja again, who is going to go straight up for the first staff. Love that on the Silencer. I'm not a big fan of the Veiled Discord build. Just go, go for the force staff. You can cut your distance away from the Bat Rider, from the Pudge. Mid lane though, they're going for more.
Low Sword bounces out onto the snowball. They get the connection onto JG and just burst down the Embers before we can do anything about it. Bombi's trying to get the shoulder Hated. Will bring down the Lich, but he's just stuck amongst so many members of Neon, and that's going to be a +1 strength there for Fortune Soul. Can they also get Jar Jar going for the TP out? And Kent realizing there's no
issues at some point or another. Of course, BKB is the best item to have in such situations. Mage Slayer, like you're saying, is going to go a long way to that. And maybe Wraith Pack? Wraith Pack is... I heard that item is amazing at reducing damage, and then got nerfed, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh, top lane.
Ooh, what a hook. Does land. Still able to get the jump with the Remnant, but Remnant's actually stolen away there for Tsukimo. No escape from Jay. Oh, he does manage to jump inside with the Global Silence. He doesn't actually survive.
Did you watch both seasons of One Punch Man? People say the second one's not as good, and I was wondering if If you agreed with that.
Well, I mean, that's the case with most shows, isn't it? Second season never is good. But we were talking about that. Fortune Soul has been caught out. He's a tanky boy, though. Can he survive for long enough for the rest of his team to bring the assistance? He's still on half HP. Out comes the ultimate. Does get cancelled relatively quickly right now. Ken is also able to BKB activated, but it doesn't matter. The Pudge will still fall eventually. Can there be some sort of retaliation kills here from Neon? Ken's trying to get on someone, anyone they can. They're going to have to settle for the position 3 Tusk, but even still, he doesn't immediately get brought down. And now another counterplay potentially coming in from XERXIA. Focus on towards the Lich. Finally, they do manage to bring down the Tusk, tornadoing up the Slark as well. He wasn't able to purge it off in time, but here is JG jumping on towards the Bat Rider with the help of Karma. And down goes the Bat Rider. XERXIA just perfectly playing this fight right now. It looks like they might lose XERXIA. Long last, he will drop there. The Brewmaster finally able to get that kill, but now he's in a 1 versus 3 situation. There is actually Tsukimoto here. Can he make any difference at all? Still Sleight of Fist. That is not the spell he wanted at all. And Enryu's dead, and Tsukimoto will be the 5th and final casualty there for Neon. Everyone dying, and XERXIA only losing 2.
Karma had 50, controlled the Ember and the Slark. I don't know if you have enough lockdown for it. And Ryu, is he going to be in trouble? He doesn't have his ultimate for 10 seconds.
This is a DD on Karma as well. Global Silence going to make sure the Flame and Lasso doesn't come out. Also, the Chain Frost getting cancelled. Not enough targets. Nice Langela, though, with the Bramble Maze. XERXIA stepping forward. This position 5 Silencer, feeling pretty damn strong. Able to force staff away. But Neon looking like they're going to try and chase. They will get the hook land, pull him back into die. Maybe we want to try and go onto the Dark Willow as well.
They do have Global Silence if XERXIA wants to go for this fight, and a lot of the big ultimates are down. No Lasso and no oh, here we go. Ken, is he in trouble? Global comes out.
The Global, they're going to get try and get the grab to Ken, but he just straight up TPs out, abandoning the rest of his team. Fortune Soul also tried to go for it. There's no ways to stop it there once the BKBs are activated. Fortune Soul actually getting the kill to Bombi whilst he was just TPing away. And JG trying to chase after Enry, but again, that Storm Panda holding them back with the Cyclone. And it looks like he will be able to disengage. So again,
that makes the tower damage even more of a problem for XERXIA. Overall, they get a kill, and they do some work with the first Aegis, but it's not like a death blow for Neo. There's still a chance. Bombi, he might be generous again and give away his life.
Yeah, he manages to get the Shadow Realm off, but there's just so much AoE damage coming out. He cannot survive through it. Yeah, it's an easy peasy kill there onto the Dark Willow. Probably going to stop people from trying to build in like an Aeon disc as well. Kind of pointless once you see a nullifier up online.
And the Frost Shield. I think that's the biggest one, right? You just you're hitting someone, Frost Shield comes out, you're like, nope, doesn't matter. And nice Dior coming out from Bombi, and there, Fortune Soul, he jumps in, he wants to fight.
Jumping straight, they found both the supports inside of Neon, well out of position right there. Enry was still to commit his ultimate right now. Meanwhile, the backlines, Fortune Soul's going to be able to bring down Bombi. XERXIA was poking at the bear, trying to do what he wanted, but Fortune Soul popping the BKB, will try and walk himself away, just able to get the Blink Dagger off. It looks like now they're going to change targets, though, over towards Ken. Unfortunately, BKB, actually his BKB was off of cooldown, but he just didn't use it. I think it's just luck. I think it's just, they just actually need some good luck for a change. Every time they've tried taking a fight, the best that they can hope for is getting kills onto the supports, it seems. They were killing the Ember Spirit a lot. Actually, jump forward, so they have got a Flame and Lasso again on towards Bombi. It's another support kill, it's something. Meanwhile, actually, Rapido also poking on towards Enryu, gets hit by the hook, dragging back the Tusk. Out comes the Global Sun, so it looks like XERXIA might try and commit for this fight right now. The Tusk's going to try and stay alive for as long as possible, where with the Snowball, Karma jumping on towards the Ken, force away the Bat Rider. And Force Staff's trying to make space for Rapido. Another punch up the air for Fortune Soul. Regardless, he does get brought down. Wicked 6 spree now actually for Fortune Soul. This guy's been having... He's been having a pretty good time. I feel like he's the only one on his team who's been having good. For now, the smoke. See what they try and do with this.
When all your damage is magical and Roshan's got 50% magic resistance, it's not good. It's not good. Like, that's just how it is. Very unfortunate for them. They did force out the glyph top, so yeah, they just couldn't capitalize on that victory. Big jump in though.
They managed to get the lasso onto JT. There is going to be Global Silence trying to make the space. This Ember Spirit though is still pretty damn healthy, feeling comfortable. Fortune Soul jumping in, takes a lot of damage very quickly right now. Trying to focus on Takama, but he's still able to bring down the supports as well as Enry into the backlines, trying to bring down the Silencer, but it doesn't really matter. He's already used the Global Silence, so this isn't going to be that effective. It looks like Enry will just lose his life for this one. Tsukimo also buying back. So this is not at all a good fight for Neon. I mean, Fortune Soul looks like he's maybe trying to go for a hook out on his teammate, but it's not going to work. Down goes the Brewmaster, dead for 60 seconds. And XERXIA moving themselves into the pit. Plenty of time for XERXIA to start, you know, forcing another fight. It looks like they will just force it onto Hated. Bring down the Lich.
Hayes like, hey, I saw what you did. Let me try. And he's like, no, you're a Lich. That's not your job. You can't do that. But Enryu wasting so much time means that the Aegis is only got about 75 seconds left. That's just a big deal when XERXIA tries to go high ground. It's like, oh, the Aegis is not going to be lasting so much. They might feel pressured to try to get something happen. Virtual Soul could get a good hook, and suddenly XERXIA could lose this big advantage. Oh, there you go, the hook.
Dragging back Karma. Just going to drop some right clicks onto Fortune Soul and he will disengage. Meanwhile, at the bot lane, Ken though, unfortunately he gets caught and he doesn't actually end up with it. Now going to start getting beaten into, but they are just chucking out a lot of spells there onto Karma, trying to hold back this lava as long as possible. They actually popped the global. I mean, he had the Aegis. I don't think they really needed to expend that high value ultimate just for that. But regardless though, kick back onto Fortune Soul, force him outside of the base. He does just food the BKB TP out though. He's going to avoid that one. Meanwhile, Karma jumping in aggressively, found Hated. Enryu is there, ultimate back on up right now. Trying to find the opportunity to use it, but Chechi, he's being caught, dragged back in towards the base. He is down, Gem on the floor as well, but double buyback was expended there for Neon. And XERXIA just retreat. Oh, hook.
Hook. Gets another one.
It lands onto Bombi. He's going to force XERXIA to try and react into this. Terrorized landing onto two. Forcing the back. Karma jumping in very aggressive himself. Focus onto Fortune Soul. He's a shredding apart this Pudge right now. Able to get the ultimate. Could get quickly cancelled out. And he is gone. 90 seconds. Buyback already forced out. JG trying to get the +1 on towards the Lich. Dive back from him. But obviously the Ember Spirit's also brought back for this engagement. Hook. Nearly gets the land. Karma jumping in very aggressively. Going to start trying to focus back onto the build, but Rapido getting another kickback there onto Ken, forcing out the BKB, punches him up into the sky. Regardless, all of these BKBs that are getting used up. Hook lands back onto Karma, dragging him in towards the base. The Pudge though, no BKBs. Going to be very, very careful. He gets brought down. Enryu into real danger. No Mud's work with the Brambles. It lands onto Fortune Soul as well. The Pudge is gone. 4 people, no buyback, and that is GG. Neon Esports tapped out of this first game of the best of 2.
Man, they were able to hold the base for quite some time because there was just no damage coming up from XERXIA. Sorry, no building damage on them. But in the end,
get the grab onto you. Yeah. And then they go for the
is it the support? Level 6. And here's an issue though. When you rotate as an Ember Spirit against the Dragon Knight, your tower is going to be under a lot of punishment. So it's an issue. And he doesn't have any points in Searing Chains. So even his rotation is going to be rather limited.
Yeah,
oh,
it's Tsukimoto. He was desperate to try and get the solo kill there on towards Jaja, but it comes to that ultimate. And okay, second Dragon Form usage here from JG. I mean, how much damage? He's not actually managed to do that much damage there with the first usage onto the tier 1 tower. But I mean, Ken's just making sure he's dragging the creeps away and just trying to protect as much as possible. But even still, this is sort of working to XERXIA's favor. Like as we were saying, Ken wants to try and be making those rotations to get kills. We're talking about kills. Bombi does start up top. But yeah, like, they want Ken to rotate around to make space, but if he's being forced to just defend his tier 1 tower, definitely mitigates his game. Jump forwards, Enryu gets hit from the border point again, and he is down. Another kill gets picked up there for Karma. Yeah, this guy is really starting to build a lead right now. He's 1,000 gold ahead of Dragonform and actually killed him there. Very, very close.
And yeah, that's why he's got the more points of the Flame Guard as well, just to dodge a little bit of that magic damage. And so I'm seeing Fortune Soul's HP go down, but he's got the ultimate, so he should be fine. Looks like Rapido used his combo, wasn't able to get. Bot lane has just been like nothing's happening, you know. Just bot lane, just Fortune Soul's farming, Rapido's farming, and that's it. Top lane though, Tsukimoto, lucky feet. Oh,
and does manage to dodge out the Bramble there, but in comes Ken. Going to be able to get a retaliation kill on towards the Phoenix, away from hitting his level 8. So very, very scary hero to go up against at this stage. Actually, going to try and turn on towards the Dark Widow right now, doing as much AoE damage as possible. Gets hit! The Centaur lands the 2-man hoofs up onto him. Karma just running around, wants to get on top of Emery, wants to burn a little bit more mana first. Will bring him down. Ken, though, they're able to get the retaliation kill on towards the support, but regardless, another kill for Karma, and he's hunting for Tsukimoto right now. Going for the TP, one more right click, and he gets the double in the mid lane as well. Hated, nearly gets brought down. Jaja actually chasing after, really wants to take down the old tree man, but not quite going to find him. That is very true. And we do see a little 2-man smoke here. Tsukimoto and Ken head down towards their own jungle area. They will spot out They will spot out Karma, but it doesn't matter. Their smoke got broken by Rapido, who is now going to get gone on himself. And it looks like the Tusk might just be the sacrifice to let him fall. Unfortunately, it's not even any creeps for him to snowball down to. He's down. He's trying to get all the shards, push him down a little bit more, but I think it might just be a tactic of wasting as much time as possible. And even Ken managed to get in the final hit there. I think they wanted to maybe give that kill over towards Fortune. After Shadows right now, they can't really make a decent move themselves. I say that, and they are actually now going to go on towards Rapido, but it is the Tusk who's relatively farmed. Going to try and walk himself out of there. Tsukimo jumping forwards there, but JG is going to be in with the stun into the face of the Primal Beast, and he will get brought down, punished hard. Jump forwards there from Ken to try and get to Rapido, but the heals from the Sunray, keeping Rapido nice and safe. Ken hit by the Terrorize. Egg also there, but unfortunately the Fear actually pushes him through the gap of the Bramble, so Ken's going to be able to get himself away. Really nice bit of luck there. Rapido now getting stuck with jump forwards from JG, dropping down the fire spit and everything. Fortune Soul trapped inside the Brambles, has to just try and run himself away. There's so much dot damage from afar. Fortune Soul gets healed up there, Enryu with the Guardian Greaves, saving his carry. But even still, like, Neon, they're bringing the numbers. Can't quite find the kill. They're never done yet. Ken jumping in. Snowball for Rapido, just making the space, another vacuum back, but they just can't bring down the Tusk. They're trying their best, another use of the Sunray, but eventually he will get brought low. They find the kill. Fortune Soul now also getting involved to get the grab on towards Bombi. So all about persistence there from Neon. You know, it took a long time, but at last, a nicely timed TP will get him away. Meanwhile though, Karma just poking and prodding on towards Ken. The roots will land. Can they burn away enough of his mana? He doesn't actually have enough now to get the leap away, even if he did have the charges, and it looks like Ken will get brought low as a result. Terrorize comes out, lands onto Enryu, who's going to force the Darkseer away, and it will just allow Tsukimo to get brought down left. So Device actually turn around, they get the grab on towards the Anti-Mage, and they bring Karma down. That is a fantastic target. Even going to take down the other two members of Xerxia in the area. Rapido's pulling himself away. The roots are actually holding them all back. How are they escaping from this? I'm not sure if Bombi can. The iron shells there on Tsukimoto are going to be able to find the kill. Rapido's still pretty healthy, and Fortune Soul wants to keep trying pursuing right now, but can't quite find the grab. Oh, actually, he blocked himself in with his own shards. Turning around, Fortune Soul going to carry on charging forwards. Nice dodge of the leap there. Gets another connection. But even still, Rapido has to just try and run himself away. Onslaught, though, coming through from Tsukimo, finds Jar Jar hiding in the trees. And it's another death there from Xerxia. So nice signs of life from Neon.
Yeah, insane what's happening, right? Like, we just saw Fortune Soul, he was like 4,000 gold behind Karma, he just goes down to less than 3,000. And these long fights are really favoring Neon, you know, with the living armor, keeping them healed up. And, oh, Karma, though, might be willing to jump in. It's scary to blink, though. If you blink in and you lose your life, you can be very risky. He's going to go for it. Get Tsukimoto.
Bringing him down. Fortune Soul was also there, able to bring down Bombi in response to change their target. Out comes the demand for it. There's a lot of damage. Can't quite find the kill. Vacuum in towards the wall of replicas. The illusion's going to be start doing some work, and JG just no way to escape from himself. And just so much damage actually coming out from Neon at this stage. This aggressive style of play from Neon is working out. It's just going in again. He's got the grab onto JG. In comes the Terrorize. It's going to allow a bit of space there for the Dragon Knight, but the connection from Tsukino trapping him off. Fortune Soul still diving forwards. Do they have any further lockdown to bring down this Dragon Knight? The key is yes, they got the lasso, traps him in place. He is dead. And Karma, he oversteps and just gets eviscerated in seconds. Oh my lord, man. This Anti-Mage, despite the fact that he's so farmed, he is still...
You know?
I mean, well, they're actually going for a four-man smoke right now. See what they find. They got the connection straight away on towards the Slark, but it doesn't matter. The jump force over Tsukino plows through three people, making space. Maybe that's enough to keep their Fortune Soul alive, but it is not. He will still fall. Egg gets dropped, and looks like Tsukimo is going to be the second casualty there for Neon. So nice little quick play there from Xerxia, keeping Neon on their toes and finding that very, very high priority of the Slark.
They consider going for the Anti-Mage. That's very nice for... Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was going to ask you about that, whether if, like, what the real thinking behind it was, but actually we don't get a chance to talk about it. As Enryu, it was trying to desperately get into the Roche pit to stop it, ends up getting caught. Even Ken now getting plowed into. All his mana just gets burned away so quickly. And I guess that is the power of this Axe pickup. All that extra illusion with the mana burn, and that's what allowed him to get that kill. So that sort of answers our question about how good this pickup is.
I mean, this is something we've seen before, right? When we see Anti-Mage, you throw an illusion.
It's like we're too linked, man. We're like always going for the same stuff. That's how good we are.
Check out Phoenix though. He's got the Holy Locket and he's got the maxed out Sunray, so that is gonna be some very impressive healing coming out. He skips level 10 talent. Sometimes I'm generally a fan of the Icarus dive slow. It just gives you a lot, but you can also level up the skill itself because it just gets better. You know, lower cooldown, more range, more damage, more slow, just perfect. Oh wow!
Do you see a jump straight on towards Karma, but he has the Aegis. Will Replica drags.
That's
a
so
land
low.
onto 3. That is pretty damn nice usage. Egg off to the side as well. Might be able to make a bit of space here for Xerxia.
Good egg.
No one's really tried. Overgrip coming on out as well. Lands there from Hatred, locking quite a lot of people in place, but still Enryu is actually the first casualty right now. Xerxia just can't bring a single... Neil, sorry, can't bring anyone from Xerxia down. It looks like they will manage to get the grab on towards the Phoenix, but he's already used the egg, so it doesn't matter too much. And Xerxia thinking about still trying to pressure him for more. We'll find Tsukimo burning away all the Primal Spirit's mana right now. Jump forwards again, Ken. Lincoln Sphere avoiding the stun. Gonna be able to keep himself running away. Even avoids the Guilty Crown. So out of all of that, it is 2 people that ends up dropping. Talking about easy peasy kills, Enryu just gets jumped on right now. There's a lot of burst damage, but the heals are keeping him nice and sustained. Terrorize going to land onto a couple, but Tsukimo with his BKB holding back the Dragonite, but still the Dark Seer is dead. Egg will pop, gets the connection on towards the Primal. His BKB has now ran out, and so has his time on this earth. Double kill for Jaja of all people, the Phoenix getting the kill credit. And now 3 versus 5, no buybacks available. This could be a pretty nice time for Xerxia to take down the first tier 3 of the game. Glyph will delay this.
We're seeing the X come out, and we're seeing Neon having no answer to it. It's also reveals himself, so that's a punch.
Hit by the punch first. Terrorize will land. Fortune Soul though was actually able to get his ultimate off in time, so not going to get locked down this time. Tsukimo again with the BKB heading straight on top of the Phoenix, trying to lock down Jaja. No dive, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't have much damage. Follow up. Talking about damage, Ken is into the backlines, finally able to bring them down. JG's BKB is about to run out himself, so he's got to be careful. And it looks like Neon will just pursue after the old DK, bring down the Dragon Man, and he is gone. Xerxia though, well, at least Karma was trying to go into the backlines himself, but even still, 3 versus 5, actually jumps on in, finds Enryu. Darkseid completely separated from this team, ends up being a free kill. The Dark Willow as well, maybe get locked in position. The Overgrip coming up from Hated, locking down onto the Dark Willow herself. Dual Scepter just to try and delay and keep him back as much as possible. We'll finally bring it down, but in comes Karma. Going to be able to get a retaliation kill at the very least here onto Tsukimoto. I mean, it's
gonna take a while.
Yeah, the bonus.
It's gonna take a real while.
He's just walking his own way. Okay, he's finally brought low. So a pretty. Oh, it is relatively easily done. It's quite annoying when it does happen, mind you, but the anti-mage is now back up. And Neon Esports still not really feeling like they have to disengage. A lot of BKBs obviously used. Fortune Soul jumping in quite aggressive. He has to use his own BKB right now. But a lot of his mana was just drained away. JG jumping in, gets the stun onto Tsukimo. The wall is there, but they can't get their own illusion on the go. But Fortune Soul getting locked down from Karma. They're in a 1v1 situation. Is there any help with the rest of the team to keep the Slug alive? There is not. Tsukimo also going to fall. Enryu going to be the 3rd casualty there for Neon. So, I think they just overstayed their welcome there, thinking, you know, get a little bit too overzealous and get punished very hard.
And very unfortunate too, you know, they got Mega and they still managed to win, so not completely out of hope. Oh, Ken?
Okay, you get the initial stun on towards the Ember Spirit, follow up as well from Rapido, but still not quite enough to bring down the Ember Spirit. Now the Tuck's into real danger, he's going to get caught himself, locked in place there from Pulverize. Out comes the Egg though, going to land onto quite a few, as well as the Replica Wall. Tons of ultimates landing pretty successfully, although the stun hits from Shada through the Egg, locking Fortune Soul, which probably saved Bombi's life. So just a trade. Karma also into the base, having a little 1v1 matchup versus Fortune Soul jumping in. Nice Overgrip, lands up here, but it doesn't matter. The Slug's taking a heck of a beat, but he's still actually able to out-damage the anti-mage, taking down 2. All that's left is the Phoenix, who TP'd away. What a fantastic fight there from Neon.
They still have buybacks on 3 of their 4 dead heroes, but Neon, this is go time.
Karma, if he gets caught right now without that buyback goal available, this could be absolutely terrible for them. He's going to get hit from the Cypher Vice, locked in place. The follow-up damage is coming on in with the vacuum, but still the heals come out there for Rapido, bring him to safety. Karma's going to try and get himself out. Ken keep in chase, but regardless, the anti-mage is away. There's still, though, Neon are not going to allow Xerxia to get away with this. The egg has been dropped, and without any actual hitters, Neon are just sort of forced into disengage right now. Fortune Soul still charging in. They got the lockdown on towards JG, but there is going to be the snowball, making space, getting him away. away, get the connection on towards Ken, on top of everything else, but still, it looks like the Dragon Knight will fall. Jar Jar's gone. It's still Neon coming out ahead of this fight. They might be able to get the first life on Fortune Soul, but it's just not happening. 3 kills, they don't lose anyone, still got Aegis, they still have the cheese as well. And this could just be the beginning of the end here for XERXIA.
Buyback is available on Bombi, but what is he really going to give you? And oh lord, they lose Rapido as well. And Rapido, does he have buyback? He does, thankfully for XERXIA here at Neon. They are not going to go, you know, quietly into the night, that's for sure.
They're going to try their best to keep hold of this game. Anti-Mage just about got enough gold for his own buyback, and he's got to just sort of throw his body in there. I mean, do you think they're worried about getting Megas?
They're gonna get Megas, you know. I think that's definitely happening. And oh dear,
they found another jump there on towards the anti-mage. Who's going to be snowball safe this time around? Tsukimo on top of the Dark Willow will be brought low. There is a couple of heals raining on in. It's going to keep her alive for now. Fortune Soul completely out of mana, but Karma is out of life. Does have the buyback, and he's going to be forced to use it. They just GG's. They don't even buy back onto the anti-mage. What?
He had it. That's why. Well, I mean, that is interesting that Karma just decided. That was crazy.
Right. Trinkets.